half, but he would return 13-6 the score at halftime. First play of the fourth quarter. Steelers are down 10. Juju Smith-Schuster.
So clutch. An awesome route down the middle of the field. He goes out and kind of bends it towards the vacant middle of the field where those two safeties are high. You see Big Ben knew that was a big one.
Extra point, no good. So it's 19-15 Dallas. Ensuing Cowboy possession. Gilbert with a great chance, but he's picked.
Fine ball. I am Minka Fitzpatrick. Fine ball. I mean, just the ball just finds this dude. Nice push by their defensive line. Ball floats in the air. Pick Steelers.
That's a costly turnover, and of course Roethlisberger makes him pay. It's 19-18 when he finds Johnson up the sideline for 42 yards, and then 2 plays later, it's Eric Ebron. Dan, how about the athleticism of the big tight end to take it in?
Get loose, E. This is a great job. Just this quick flat route, square up a defender, get vertical. That 26-inch vertical that you had at the combine really paid off.
Now here's the huge moment of the game. Under a minute to go. 4th and 1 for the Steelers. Their lead is 5. James Conner, 4th and 1. They go for it.
Why?
Rex doesn't.
Why?
He doesn't like it because they would put the game away if they get the first down. But as a result, the Cowboys can win it with 4 seconds left. It's Gilbert back to throw. 3, 2, 1 to the end zone. And it's that close. Steelers break it up. Roethlisberger throws 3 touchdowns. Dallas had themselves a pretty good day, all things considered. But in the end, it is Pittsburgh 8-0 for the first time in their franchise history, and the quarterback is a big part of that. Big Ben now has 10 career wins after trailing by double digits in the fourth quarter. You see it. That ties Drew Brees for the most such wins all time. Phillip Rivers sitting right behind that. So much to unpack coming out of this game. And Ryan Clark, I want to start with you. That's your former team and your former quarterback. What did you see from Ben Roethlisberger?
Man, I had deja vu, man. You don't know how many times I've watched that dude limp into the locker room, come back out, point to his knee 6 times while he's out on the field, but still make plays to win. And, you're going to hear it in the press conference. I've seen Ben many a times diagnose himself right in front of the media and let everybody know exactly what was wrong with his medial collateral anterior cruciate ligament tendon. And after he does that, though, he lets you know what? We made sure we came back and we made the plays. And I'm making jokes about it, but this is who he is, right? You're going to hear the things. They're going to call him a warrior. They're going to call him a fighter, but he makes clutch plays. And that's why I disagree a little bit with Dan about the team in best position to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. We know that this defense can get hot. We know that this defense can turn the football over. But what we also know is they have a clutch performer at quarterback. They have a quarterback that's done it at the highest level in the biggest and most important game of the season. And that's Ben Roethlisberger. And they were struggling. And it was a little bit of a letdown yesterday. But when you look at their 2 stars, the 2 stars, one on defense at free safety, Minka Fitzpatrick, was huge all day. And then Ben Roethlisberger in the second half making the plays to win the game. And I said this in the first hour. Teams have bad days. You have letdowns. It's hard to get up 16 times for everyone that you play in an NFL season. But as bad of a day as they had, they've never had a bad day that's cost them a game yet. And that's important because you keep stacking wins, whether ugly or pretty, and it puts yourself in position to be in the tournament and have a good run to the Super Bowl. And I think the Pittsburgh Steelers are positioning themselves to do that.
So, Dan, he used the word clutch, and that was the first word you used when I asked you about this game this morning.
Well, Big Ben was clutch, and that's the second week in a row, but also Juju Smith-Schuster was clutch, and that's the second week in a row.
Yeah.
Like we saw last week, they went into that empty package, 5 receivers out there, and Big Ben really is somewhat reading the defense, but it's more like, how do I get Juju the ball? And it was the same thing in the second half yesterday. It's like, how many different ways can I get Juju the ball? You saw it on a quick bubble route where he just outruns the defense, but also physically kind of makes some plays. And then it's a quick kind of out route where he's got to make that contested back shoulder catch. And then it's the ball down the field where Ben looks somebody off and he's got a shallow crossing route. Juju wins at the line of scrimmage again. Like, this is a guy that, and RC knows this better than me, he's becoming their version of Hines Ward, where when it's time to make the plays that RC's talking about to win the football game, you have to have a guy to turn to. Pittsburgh's got Juju Smith-Schuster. He may not be the 4-4 big play receiving guy that AB was, but he's clutch. And when it matters the most, he shows up.
And let's also quickly say this, that if the Cowboys score on that last drive, we and every other talk show in America are leading with the decision to go for it on that 4th down instead of kick a field goal. Let's just be clear on where they were. They're at the 15-yard line. It's 4th and 1. A field goal gives them an 8-point lead. Rex, what did you think of the decision to go for it?
I thought it was a mistake. And look, Mike Tomlin, I think, I have more respect for him than any coach that's out there other than Belichick. And I think he's phenomenal. But this play, even the wideouts, like, what the hell are we doing? I can understand, are you trying to hard count him? But then they snap the football. So to me, I was blown away. Just kick the thing. You got the best defense in the National Football League, or at least in the conversation. You got a 4-string quarterback you're going up against. They would have to go down the field, score a touchdown, and convert a 2-point conversion. And let's face it, you can't lose the game if you make the field goal. I just thought, of all things, I disagree with Mike on that.
Yeah, to be clear, they would need the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, and even then it's just tied. This is one of those cases where if the analytics said go for it, I'm with you, and I'm usually not. I thought that was a mistake. As we go, it was even better than the hype leading up to it. Coming up, Tua, Kyler, a duel for the ages, and why one of